Hola, witches, magical people, everybody. What's up? How's it going? So it's Sunday here, at least Sunday, 4:34 p.m., October 4th, 2020, and I just finished doing my cards of the day for my subscribers for Monday. And I wanted to get on here and just connect with everybody. I enjoy our conversations. I love talking with you. And so I figured I'd get on here and honestly, if I have time, talk with you about any questions you might have about the craft and such. Someone, let me go. Haley Duncan, thank you. Asked how to regain positive vibes after unpleasant encounters. And so we're going to talk about that. Someone else asked about love, deep soul love, but that topic is best saved for a different day because that's a little vague. So need more specifics in regards to like what you want to communicate in regards to about that. Yeah, we'll talk about at first, and I'm going to shuffle, utilize. I was going to use tarot, but I'm going to use my Metamorphosis and Halloween deck. So, and don't mind the hot mess behind me right here. I'm working on some stuff. So hello, Angela, Jennifer, and Jennifer. Hello, Charlie. Welcome. But yeah, I'm gonna shuffle, focus on utilizing the oracle cards as well as just sharing my thoughts, and you can share your thoughts as well. This is our time together, so let's spend it wisely. Let's have fun, okay? And so if you have any thoughts you'd like to offer in regards to like how to regain positive vibes, how do you regain your positive nature, or choosing to be more positive, right? After hardship, after unpleasant encounters. So I think that, well, hello, robot. Welcome. Hello, Carlo, Anna. So that's just, I think that's natural for people to want to know. So let's talk about it as I shuffle these cards and see what the cards have to say, what insight they have to offer. How do you do? Oh, hello, Lily and Janice. Welcome. So, how do you get there? So, after like a really shit time, after a really unpleasant encounter, like what do you do? How do you do you? How do you focus on creating a more positive outcome for yourself? And I think one thing that needs to be said, honestly, one thing that needs to be expressed is you don't have to be positive. Like after an unpleasant encounter, like own your emotions, take ownership of your emotions, what you're going through. So if you're feeling rather upset, if you're feeling rather shitty, allow yourself to experience that. Allow yourself to embrace what that means for yourself before you just like automatically try and switch gears. I think that we just want to feel good. And there's nothing wrong with that. And the thing is, we want to feel good at any and all costs. When we go through unpleasant things, when we go through experiences that are harsh and negative, whatever we want to judge it as, that's an opportunity at times for growth and to learn about us. And so at times, it's really important for us to address the encounter, address what we are processing. But you know what? Sometimes it's too much to do at the same time. So sometimes we have to put that in a box and come back to. You know what I mean? So you'll have to discern that, like where you are at in your own life, like where you're at. Is it too much? Is it really, really too intense to be able to focus on right now? Do you need to focus on something different? And so if it's too much, then put it aside and come back to it when you can, but definitely come back to it when you're able to. Okay. And so it's important for us to be aware that whatever emotion we're going through, like if it's really shitty, if it's really bad, it's okay to process that. It's okay to be in that emotion, in that thought process. It is okay and healthy for us to honor that space before we reach to the next best thought, and something that I was taught was whenever you're going through something difficult, just reach for the next best thought, the next best feeling, the next best emotion. And so you're not necessarily, choosing to be, well, hello, Mona Lee. Hello, Patricia. We just started, so it's all good. Um, so, one thing to do is to reach for the next best feeling, the next best thought. So you don't just go from like feeling really, really unpleasant to like really amazing and ecstatic. That doesn't always happen, and rarely does it happen. It's possible, but it doesn't always happen. So what's going to make me feel better, like what's going to help me to feel better, and what can I reach for, what thought process, what emotion. So sometimes for me it's, and I don't, you guys, I'm really not a huge fan of comedy. I don't like it. Like, I know there's something wrong with me in that sense, but I'm not a huge fan. I don't know, like comedy movies, they don't do it for me sometimes. But when I feel like I need to laugh and I need to feel a little better, I'm feeling some type of way, I'll turn on a movie that is of comedic value. And I find that in that space, I appreciate those movies much more than I would, normally. And sometimes I'll watch a comedy special, right? I'll go on Netflix, I'll look for some comedy thing, and I'll surround myself with things that are funny, because that's going to help me. That's going to help me to feel better. I know that is what works for me in those situations. And so that will help me to sort of like disengage with the seriousness of life or life events that I need to take a step back from at the moment. And I'll be watching this movie, I will laugh, it'll make me feel good. And yeah, at the same time, you're still processing all of this stuff that you're going through, right? You're still processing all of that stuff, but you're also doing so in a way that you're able to handle, right? Does that make sense? So if you have anything that you do, feel free to share your thoughts. But I'm gonna shuffle a few more times before I pull some cards on this and see what the cards have to say. But yeah, that's reach for the next best thought, the next best emotion. Look for something that's going to take you out of the initial negative encounter. And so, I crank my music. Okay, cool. I love that. Let me share this. So that's another thing you can do. Crank your music. Music is therapeutic. Music is healing. And so, put on the music that makes you feel good. That's going to help you feel a little better, right? And get crazy. Sing. It doesn't matter if you can't sing or if you can sing. Just sing. Just keep going. Keep doing. And so, have fun with that. But that's definitely something that can help for sure, right? Let's see. I haven't seen Schitt's Creek. I'm curious about it. I kind of want to. Um, nice. And so, how to regain positive vibes after unpleasant encounters. You just have to, just keep practicing. Find what works for you. And I think one thing, again, like I said already, and I'll repeat myself, one thing that has really helped is just knowing, like, I don't have to be positive. Like, I don't have to be love and light. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay. Mind you, there's nothing wrong with it. But if I'm going through something intense and I'm feeling some type of way, I don't push myself to become more positive. I don't push myself to be something that I'm currently not, and I can't vibe with, right? So that has helped me a lot, because I realize as I'm going through something intense that just by owning it, just by, this is where I'm at, this is what I'm going through, it helps me. The pressure's not there. Like, I have to feel good. I don't have to feel good. I can feel rather shitty and be great at it. I can. And so that helps a lot, just recognizing that I don't have to feel good. Maybe society teaches us that, we have to put on a smile or we have to be pleasant at all times. And that's not the case. We don't have to be unpleasant at all times, but we simply live our life. And life is full of various emotions and experiences. And so it's important for us to just honor that and hold space for it. So let's see. Go ahead and comment 1, 2, or 3, the first number that pops into your head. And the dominant number will choose the cards from that stack. And we're focusing on how to regain positive vibes after unpleasant encounters. So we're going to work with the Oracle to bring some messages, and we'll see what happens there. And we'll have fun with it. So again, if you have something specific you do, feel free, share your thoughts. Okay. I was laughing watching horror movies last night. I wondered if I should worry. No. Entertainment is entertainment. Reading a book, can help. If you need to disengage and you just want to, you have a feel-good book that you really enjoy, you can read a book, and it really does. Just thinking about things. You could even have, I've said this before for some other stuff, but if you have a Pinterest, you can have a Pinterest board full of things that make you happy. And so when you're feeling blue, when you've had an unpleasant encounter, go to that Pinterest board and look at the color scheme that makes you feel good. Look at the images, look at the quotes that you pinned, whatever, the food, whatever it is that you pinned, look at it, and it will help bring you into a better vibration for yourself, because you're choosing that. You don't have to, but because you're choosing it, it helps you to feel good. So we have 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Okay, all right. So it looks like one is okay. Well, hello, Mickey. I just love your name. And so, actually, I have your book. I have your book right on the shelf. Everyone should have that book, actually. It's the Halloween. Okay. So 2, 1. Okay, we're going to go from 1, and we're going to do 3 cards. Well, sugar. So, oh, wow. Okay, again, remember, the question is how to regain positive vibes after unpleasant encounters. And we've already talked about the foundation, my perception, and now we're going to pull some cards, okay? And we'll figure that out and share your thoughts. This is our time together. We're creating and co-creating. So share your thoughts, whatever comes up for you, all right? So Medusa, alluring monster. Medusa, alluring monster is the first card. Glamour, sacred whore. Nothing wrong with that. Jealousy, serpent magic, enchanting, and warrior. So Medusa, alluring monster, comes up. I like this, actually. So how to regain positive vibes after unpleasant experiences or encounters. So that's interesting that Medusa is our card. So how does that make you feel? What comes up for you? And so the glamour part sticks out for me. And I feel like, at times when we're going through some really, intense shit, when we're going through troubled experiences, we don't judge it. We simply allow it to be what it is for ourselves, for us. And so with Medusa, we have glamour. And so maybe we need to dress up for ourselves, not for anyone else, because, it doesn't matter. Other people don't matter right now. We're taking care of ourselves. And so after, unpleasant encounters, maybe we need to go home. Maybe we need to do some self-care, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe we need to take a bath or a shower and just, really relax and then dress ourselves up. We don't have to dress up for anyone. We're dressing up for ourselves to put us in a position that makes us feel really good, because we all have those clothes, that shirt. I love deep V-necks. I just like them. They make me feel really good, even if it's a little too tight. But I like them. I feel like I can breathe better with a deep V. I don't like anything too close right here. Ugh. So, but it happens. Anyway, so it could be invest into our makeup, our hair, nails, just put on some sort of glamour for yourself. It doesn't have to, and it doesn't have to be physical. It doesn't have to be mundane. You can think about this like in a spiritual context, like put the energy, like take some time, ground and center, and visualize that glamour. How do you feel when you feel your best? Like, what do you look like? Do you have your hair done? Is your face done? Is it not done? Is it moisturized? Whatever. It doesn't matter. What it looks like for you is what's important. And so it could very well be that's what you need to help regain positive vibes, after unpleasant experiences, is taking care of yourself, mind, body, spirit, right? And again, however that looks for you. Another thing, you guys. Another thing about this card, I really like Sacred Whore. It reminds me of sacred sexuality. It reminds me of, just taking back your beauty, taking back your body positivity, taking back and reclaiming what you enjoy, right? What you love, what you feel is your own sexuality. So it very well could be, how to regain positive vibes, literally vibration, y'all. It really could be self-pleasure. It could be, again, no judgment here. It could be that it's important for you to allow for yourself to reconnect with your body as a sexual and sensual energy, essence, right? And again, with no judgment. So that very well could help, and it does help for some people. For some people, not so much. So it's up to you to discern how to apply that. Self-care, mental and physical, is more important than others' views. Yeah. I feel so much better when my self-esteem, when I do something for myself once in a while. Absolutely. Treat yourself for sure. But yeah, Medusa is gorgeous. So I love being my eccentric self. October is great. I don't seem as crazy when I dress up for myself. Yesterday, I walked around in my pixie ears. Awesome. Embodied self. Yeah, absolutely. And so we're going to get into card 2. Card 2 is Earth, grounding, reliable, structured, industrious. You like that? Reliable, structured, industrious, useful, stubborn, unbending. So Earth, grounding. How does that make you feel? So we had Medusa first. And again, the focus was how to regain positive vibes after unpleasant encounters. This is very, very direct. Ground. Y'all, ground. Sorry, I do that a lot, apparently, touch my own tits. But when we feel like outside influence, right, is coming at us. Outside influence is coming at us, and it's very unpleasant. People have opinions. People project their opinions. People are ignorant. People are flawed, but people are beautiful too. But anyways, when we experience something that's not fun, we also have the opportunity to realize, like, this is about them. So if someone's coming at me and they're making me feel some type of way, I'm allowing them to do that on one level. And then I also realize I have the power to shift. That's on them. That's not me. Their ignorance, their behavior, their insecurities, that's their stuff. And so what we can do is ground out, focus on being solid, and then anything we can even envision their energy as something like gross, whatever you want to envision it as, and then place I don't know, like a trash can, like visualize a trash can in front of you, and then ground that trash can to the center of Earth, and anything you place in that trash can, it gets grounded out. It gets grounded, and it doesn't enter your energy, right? And so throw their shit in that trash can, right? Throw it down into that trash can, and it's grounding out. And then when it's done, this is fun. So when it's done, blow that damn trash can up. Like, what I do is, like, I throw that trash can all the way to the cosmos, and then I see it, boom, explode and into, like, millions and billions of pieces, like particles. That's what I do. So it's fun, because again, we're trying to reach for better vibes when we choose to do that. It's our choice. We're trying to do that, and so make it fun. Okay. Example: when about, was it 2 years ago? Anyways, I first moved to Mississippi. I'm no longer there, but I moved to Mississippi, and not everyone, y'all, can't, not everyone, but there's a lot of ignorance there, a lot of hate there, a lot of divide there. But it was really, really scary because we had this gross white man following us. I'm assuming it was because, I was with my fiance. I'm assuming, but following us, like literally following us, and then got in his truck, almost ran us down, and then was following us. That was scary. I mean, other people have far worse to deal with, so I honor that, but that was scary. And that made me feel some type of way. I was not feeling very positive at the time, but what can I do? I was able to put myself in my own space, ground and center, and realize that, you know what, I am witch. And there's someone here that is far more, who isn't as me. I am witch, I am powerful, I am strong. This person is coming from a place of fear. This person is coming from a place of insecurity, a place of hate, right? And so when I recognize that that is what they're working with, okay, that sucks for them. Luckily I'm not dead, right? Because it can go so much can happen. Sucks for them, not me, because that's not my story. That's not who I am. That's not what I want to be. And so ground that shit out and realize, like, you have a process that you can focus on. So when we want to regain positive vibes during unpleasant encounters, go back to your basics, y'all. Go back to the foundation, ground out. Focus on being a solid force, right? And so, yeah. Well, hello, Tina. Welcome. I tend to just associate Medusa is great because that's how I see that which negatively happens to me as something strangely glamorized to take me off track. So I choose not to see it as actual, but actual dressed up to distract, like Medusa would be to encounter. So I disassociate and ground myself. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully I'm not just rambling. And if you guys have any other questions you'd like to talk about, put them in the comment section so we can. We're going with our third card, and I appreciate you showing up and spending this time with me. Our third card in how to regain our positive nature, our positive vibes after unpleasant circumstances or experiences. The third card is Manipura, solar plexus, the solar plexus chakra. Lustrous, fire, personal power, life purpose. What does that say to you? I wish you could see this lighting. You got, anyways. I wish you could see this card. It's really cute. You can't see it. It's like blinding. Solar plexus chakra. How does that make you feel? What comes up and how does it relate to choosing positive vibes? I really like the three cards together because they're definitely reminding us that, you know what? It is our choice, right? It is our choice. And no matter what we choose, we shouldn't judge it. So if we choose to be in that energy that is not feeling that great, that's fine. As long as we recognize when we are ready to change, we have that power, we can change. Okay? With the solar plexus chakra, we realize that to regain our positive vibration and really to feel good, when, again, I can't stress enough, when we choose to do so. Again, I don't want you to think that I'm just like focus on being positive, y'all, because I'm gonna swear, y'all, just because fuck that shit. When we want to be positive and focus on that, we can, okay? But sometimes we just need to embrace the negative and embrace that, you know what, I feel rather shitty today, and own that. With that being said, again, the solar plexus chakra, we have that power. We have that shine. Nobody can dull that for us. we get to have the say in how we choose to live our life, how we choose to respond. And so that reminds us that we have this power here, you know? And so when we do have these experiences that are judged as negative, when we have these experiences, you know what? That's fine. But again, no matter what, we have the power to hold our own and to embody what we want to do. And so, yeah, if you think I'm stupid, that's fine. I mean, I don't like that. That's fine. That's on you. That's on you, right? That's on the other person. That's their story. That's their life. They're creating from a very specific space. And you know what? It sucks to be them because I enjoy myself. I enjoy my company and I love the people I'm around. I love everything that I'm creating and I'm learning to love even more, right? And so that's what the solar plexus chakra is expressing for me. And let's see. Lead with your heart. I like that. Lead with your gut, you know, your solar plexus chakra. Go with the flow of feelings. Yes. Let's see. Get your power back. Absolutely. We get our power back by reminding ourselves that, look, this is our life. And I believe, not obviously, but I believe in past lives, future lives. I believe in all that stuff. But this is the life we have right now with the body, the mind, the spirit that we have right now. And so we must make the most of it. And so we don't need to waste our time or energy on the thought process of other people's opinions. They're working with whatever they're working with. They don't know our story. Even if they are friends or supposed allies, they still don't know our story. They haven't lived our experience. And so we need to remind ourselves, cool, you do you, but I'm awesome. I'm going, yes, yeah, stand in your power. Absolutely. So it says to me, what you just said about you immediately went into yourself and said, I'm witch. And so you gather your true self, which that is not. Yes, yeah, yeah. And this, stand in your power. Yes. So there was this like very eerie calm that just happened right now, y'all. It was weird. So solar plexus chakra and personal power, life purpose. What are you here for? Like, what are you here to do? You know what I mean? And so I think that's another thing that helps us, again, that helps us regain positive vibes after like unpleasant encounters is when we know ourselves. You know, and that's the thing is to know thyself. When we know ourselves, know who we are, we know what we want, we know what makes us excitable or excited. We know all of that about ourselves. When we have that sort of conviction, right, of life purpose, this is my mission here. This is what I enjoy. This is who I am. This is what I want to do. Boom. Boom. All that other stuff, it's chitter chatter. It's static. Doesn't matter. Because when I realize, like, okay, this is me, this is what I want, my life, my purpose. What other people say, what other people do, what's going on outside of me, right? If it doesn't align, if it doesn't vibe with me, my solar plexus, my personal power, the seat of my power, if it doesn't vibe with me, then I don't have to give it my investment. I don't have to give it my time, right? I don't. And so I think that's something that I think that is something that is very important. I think because a lot of us don't really know what we want. You know, there's so many options in life, and we don't know what we want. So it's really important. I think that's why it's so important for many people to get back to the foundation of their craft. Because you know, when I was taught like 100 years ago, that was the emphasis, right? The foundation of our craft and knowing who you are, meditation, understanding yourself, communicating with spirit, you know, building those relationships. And I feel like that's not really invested in too much nowadays because there's so many options. There's so many things that you can listen to and read, and that's wonderful. But also we need to stop doing all of those things and start or stop reading, stop, you know, stimulating mentally and start investing into the action, the earth oriented steps, the fire oriented steps, taking action and grounding out and doing those foundational practices, right? So let's just overview this. So the cards have to say in regards to how to regain positive vibes during, after unpleasant situations, circumstances, yada yada yada. Medusa, alluring monster. Yes. Earth, grounding, and I like that the grounding card is at the core, the center. And then solar plexus chakra, right? Personal power. So we realize that, you know what? Other people are going to see us as a monster, but we're beautiful, we're attractive, we're sexy, we're delicious, we're all of those wonderful things. And so other people, go ahead and think your thing. Do you, come at me, I'll turn you to stone, really, because I don't necessarily care. And it doesn't mean that I don't have heart, but I don't care of your opinion about me. It doesn't matter. Have your opinion, do you, but I'm going to focus on me. And so to regain my positive vibes, I remember I'm the one who matters in my world. You are the one who matters in your world. Yes, we can pay attention to what other people say, but we don't need to take it to heart. We don't. Believe in yourself. I think that self belief and acceptance is extremely important. And then we also have to just ground. Bring solid information, right? Focus on the data. Focus on the facts. When people say things to us, it's their hurt feelings. Maybe they're jealous, a little bit of Medusa energy. Maybe they are jealous when they're coming at us. That's fine. People get jealous. There's something going on, but it's not internal. Get it? If other people think you're a monster, they aren't your people. Yeah, could be. So, well, hello, Julia. So, thank you for that. If you have any other questions, any other thoughts, feel free to comment. I have a little more time left, but I really do. I do appreciate everyone showing up and being present and sharing your time and space and your knowledge with me, and us conversing and having fun. I do like that. I was going to share the books that I'm reading right now, but I don't feel like getting up, so I'll do another video later. But I'm reading quite a few. And Miss Mickey Mueller, I hope I did not fuck your name up, has the Halloween book that y'all need. Ugh, you do. So get it. And follow her on Instagram because there's some really cute pics. Honestly. I'm trying to think of anything else. I know it takes a moment for things to transfer over. So am I the only witch who uses tarot as a charm? No, you're not. No, I love working with the tarot and magic. I'm actually working on a little workshop that incorporates the tarot and masks. So that's fun. Let's see. Yes, books on tarot spells too. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Let's see. Thank you, Ella. Focus on the facts. Yes, facts are facts, honey. So focus on those. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to comment. I know it takes a moment to transfer over, so I'll wait. I'm struggling with the shitty thing going on in the world. Yeah, well, you know what? And the thing is like everything that was expressed, Amanda, in regards to how to regain positive vibes or your positive nature during tough times, it's all of it applies. The world. Something was put earlier. I was watching this astrology thing, and the way the lady put it was very insightful, and she was expressing like, the world is always changing, the world is always shifting and changing. There's power play, far right, far left, yada yada yada. All this stuff is always happening. So yes, it is a fearful time, but we will work through it. We will make the most of it, and we will find ourselves, and hopefully we will become the beacons of change right? And focus on creating the life in which we seek to live. And I think that if we all did that, if we all realized like we just want love and to be loved and for everyone to be provided for because we have the resources, right? And if we just realize like, you know what, I don't want to hate on anyone. I want to uplift and support, and I want us to be able to, as a collective, to be in a better space. If we all just took that to heart and applied that to our own everyday life, we'd find solutions. We'd keep finding solutions. So uh, let's see. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, y'all. I think I'm gonna check out. A bitch is like sweating now. Whew. Okay. So y'all have fun. And if you have any requests for anything else, always feel free to comment on my page. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I don't know how to work Twitter, y'all. I really don't. So I mean, I'm always browsing Twitter. But I don't know how to work it. I really don't. And it feels weird because I'm like talking to myself. So you can follow me on Twitter. It's fine. But yeah, just engage with me. I enjoy our conversations. But if you have any suggestions for future videos, feel free to comment. I'm in the process of getting all that stuff set up. I have ideas. They're coming. So thank you. And y'all, I'm going. Blessed be.